Hey buddy, you ever feel like life's running circles around you? Like everyone's out here winning and you're stuck, paused? Yeah, I know that fire inside, the one you've been hiding, suppressing, doubting. It's time to wake that beast, now. Don't scroll past this. There was a time when your presence bent the atmosphere with nothing more than your breath. When people adjusted their tone without even knowing why, when the air tightened as if it sensed something sharp in you. Now you step in and soften yourself, hoping comfort will keep the peace, and every time you do that, a little part of your edge flickers out. You pretend you're blending in, but the truth is you're hiding the parts that once made walls tremble. They can feel the difference even if they don't say it. The way you've diluted your spark to keep things smooth. And the room doesn't shift like before because you've convinced yourself that shrinking is easier than being seen. But deep inside, there's a restlessness waking up, a pressure building behind your ribs, a voice tapping its fingers, waiting for you to remember the force you used to carry. They study you when you're not looking, tracing the outline of the fire you almost let fade. Wondering why someone built like you walks as if carrying invisible sandbags. They tilt their heads when you speak, sensing an echo of something sharper, something waiting under your calm like a blade under fabric, and it unsettles them more than they'll ever admit. They don't see weakness in you, they see incompletion. The kind that whispers, there's more beneath the surface than you're willing to reveal. And that makes them curious. Curiosity is the doorway to doubt, and doubt is the spark that exposes the truth. You're not missing a piece. You're just refusing to place it on the table. You fear what will happen once the picture is whole, once the final shape of you shows what you're truly capable of. And they feel that tension. The way animals sense a storm before it arrives, they wait for you to either rise or fold, and their eyes track the smallest details, the pause before you speak, the tightening of your jaw, the weight behind your choices that suggest you're on the edge of becoming something heavier. It's strange, isn't it, how they pretend not to notice you, yet every glance reveals they're calculating your next move like it matters more than their own. That's the part you overlook. You've given them a front row seat to a transformation you keep postponing, and the suspense is starting to rattle them. The truth is, they don't fear what you are today. They fear what you'll be once you finally snap into place. Once the missing part clicks in. Once you stop hiding your strength behind silence and patience, and deep down you know it. You feel the pressure of an identity trying to fit itself back together, piece by piece, until the whole picture stares back at everyone with clarity, so sharp it leaves them breathless. That's why they watch you. That's why they linger. They're waiting for the moment you realize the final piece was never lost. You just haven't picked it up yet, but you will. You think your delay hurts only you, but every moment you hesitate, someone else steps forward and claims the ground you left open. They move while you think. They strike while you prepare, and they edge closer to what you want because you gave them the space. Excuses feel soft in the moment, but they cut deep over time, shaping your path into something smaller than your potential. And every time you sidestep action, you hand another person a reason to outwork you, outfocus you, outgrow you. The world doesn't slow down because you're tired. It doesn't pause because you're unsure. It simply redirects your opportunity into someone else's hands. And you feel that. You feel it like a slow tightening around your ambition. Your excuses don't protect you. They expose you. They turn your strength into hesitation, your clarity into noise, your hunger into a whisper that barely stirs the air. Others watch you stall and sharpen themselves in the silence you leave behind, using your inaction as fuel for their own rise. They study your patterns, predict your pauses, and move with purpose in the spaces you avoid. And every day you delay becomes a quiet advantage for them, a subtle shift in the balance you helped create. But deep inside, beneath the layers of routine and restraint, there's a pulse waiting to break through. A reminder that excuses only win if you keep giving them room. There's a part of you that never lies, never softens, never pretends. It follows you everywhere, staying close enough to hear every silent doubt and every heavy thought you bury under routine. That part watches you sidestep your own strength, watches you mask your ambition with calm gestures and cautious choices. Your shadow holds the truth you refuse to face, how much you've outgrown your old limits, how much you've stalled your rise, how much you've dimmed yourself to keep the world steady. And it doesn't judge you. It waits. It waits for the moment you finally decide to stop shrinking and start confronting the weight you carry, because it knows the version of you that you've been running from. Every time you pause, every time you dismiss your own hunger, every time you pretend you're fine, that silent outline at your feet tightens like a reminder. It knows you're restless, knows you're capable of more than the mild steps you keep taking, knows you've been avoiding the truth out of habit, not weakness. You feel its presence when you're alone, when the world quiets, and your mind grows louder, when the real you presses against the surface trying to break through. And no matter how much you try to ignore it, your shadow stays there, steady, patient, unafraid of what you really are. You can't outrun it. You can only grow into it. And the moment you face that truth will be the moment the ground beneath you shifts again. There's a strange shift that happens when he enters the room, all confidence and certainty, the kind that makes others straighten their backs. He walks like the outcome is already written in his favor, like he owns the air everyone breathes. But then he notices you, and something flickers. His pace stutters, his tone thins, his certainty bends ever so slightly, because you don't bow to his presence the way others do. Your silence unsettles him. Your calm reshapes his confidence. And deep down, he knows he can command crowds, but not you. He senses an edge in you that he can't measure, a weight you don't flaunt, a pressure he can't predict. It pulls at him in ways he can't control, turning his confidence into calculation. He wonders what you see, wonders what you know, wonders why his usual dominance loses its balance the moment you raise your eyes. And the truth is simple. You don't crave his approval. You don't shrink under his certainty. You don't bend to his presence because you've carried storms he's never faced. That's why he hesitates. That's why his leadership thins. Near you, he steps out of his comfort and into uncertainty. And for the first time, he feels what others feel around him, the weight of someone who cannot be moved. You dim yourself as if brightness is a burden, lowering your tone, softening your edges, trimming every spark so no one flinches. You've convinced yourself that restraint is safety, that easing your presence keeps the peace, that quiet strength is more polite than fierce clarity. But every time you shrink, you carve away a part of your own momentum. You carry heat in your chest, yet act like the world deserves comfort more than truth. And that truth is simple. You were never meant to tiptoe through your own potential. You were meant to step forward with the weight you naturally carry, not hide it like a flaw. This apology you keep offering isn't kindness. It's self-erasure. You've mistaken humility for hiding, mistaken courtesy for containment, mistaken patience for silence. But the fire inside you isn't wild. It's controlled, sharp, necessary. It was never meant to be muted for someone else's comfort. People remember those who stand firm, not those who shrink themselves into patterns that keep them unnoticed. And you feel the tension rising, the urge to stop softening your steps, to stop folding your strength into small shapes. Your fire doesn't owe the world anything. It doesn't need permission. It only needs room. And the moment you stop apologizing for existing at full force, everything around you will shift again. You call them boundaries, but most of them are walls you didn't even build. Someone else did. And you stepped inside without checking the lock. Every time you say maybe later, you hand another person the key. Every time you decide this is enough, you pull the chain tighter around your own reach. These limits don't just slow you. They shape you into something smaller, something predictable, something easy to control. And the world is full of hands ready to guide your hesitation into their advantage. They don't have to break you. They just have to keep you comfortable. But deep inside, comfort feels like a trap you're finally beginning to see through. You feel the tension every time you choose the easy path, every time you hold back when you know you could push, every time you settle for less than the fire burning inside your chest. Those moments linger. They echo. They follow you like reminders of who you could have been if you hadn't accepted the limits handed to you. And the truth you've been trying to ignore is simple. Every limit you accept becomes a chain only because you stop questioning it. The moment you decide to test it, pull it, strain against it, you realize it was never stronger than you. It simply stayed tight because you let it. You walk into rooms carrying a force you never fully release, a pressure coiled beneath your skin, yet you present only the watered-down version of yourself. And the world responds to that version, not the one you hide. It reflects your hesitation back at you, shaping conversations, opportunities, and outcomes around the energy you choose to display. People meet you at the level you stand on, not the level you dream about. And when you offer only half of your presence, the world builds its understanding of you from fragments. That's why your impact feels muted. That's why doors don't shift. You've been holding the switch the entire time. Every time you lower your tone, soften your drive, or swallow your own edge, the world adjusts its expectations until you're boxed into an image that doesn't match your potential. You feel the mismatch every day, that quiet frustration beneath your calm, the sense that something is missing but you can't quite name it. It's the energy you keep locked away, the strength you downplay, the clarity you step away from because you're afraid of being too much. But the moment you decide to walk in with the full weight of who you are, without shrinking, without masking, without trimming your presence, everything around you changes shape. The world is only reflecting what you give it. The moment you raise your energy, it rises with you. There's a quiet pulse inside you that speaks only when everything else fades, a whisper that rises when your excuses fall apart. It's not loud. It doesn't need to be. It presses against your thoughts with steady insistence, telling you you've crossed the line between patience and self-delay. You feel it in the moments you lie awake, staring at ceilings that have heard your promises too many times. That voice has been waiting for you to stop repeating the same cycles, stop numbing the same frustrations, stop pretending the fire in your chest is just a phase. It's not a phase, it's a warning, a shift, a pressure that grows heavier every time you ignore it. You hear that whisper right before you choose comfort over progress, right before you silence your own clarity, right before you soften your ambition to avoid shaking the room. It tells you you've outgrown your excuses, outgrown your patterns, outgrown the limits you once called survival. And yet you turn away from it, hoping time will solve what only action can. But that voice doesn't fade. It lingers. It waits in the background like a steady beat, reminding you that you were meant for more than repetition. You feel it rising stronger each day, pressing against your ribs with a message too sharp to ignore. That whisper isn't asking for attention. It's demanding transformation. It's telling you the truth you keep postponing. Enough. Power doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need to scream or parade. It waits, heavy, patient, like a shadow stretching across a room before the storm hits. The world mistakes noise for strength, but the real force sits quiet, watching, feeling, calculating. It's in the calm before the decision, in the pause when everyone else is talking, in the breath you take before you step into what you've been avoiding. That's when the shift begins. That's when people start to notice. Not because you said something, but because you acted where others hesitated. You feel it in the weight behind your thoughts, the pressure building in your chest when you know the next move will redefine the space around you. That silence is heavy with intention. It's sharp, cutting through the noise that tries to distract you, the doubts that try to bend you, the excuses that try to cage you. And when you finally break it, when you step forward, fully awake, fully present, the world tilts to meet you. Change doesn't wait for applause. It waits for courage. And power isn't in the roar. It's in the moment you decide you will no longer settle for the version of life that keeps you quiet, restrained, unseen. That's when the room bends. That's when the tide shifts. That's when you remember what it feels like to command more than attention, to command respect. Yo, you made it. You stuck through the fire, the chaos, the truth. That's real. That's raw. That's you. Finally remembering the force you carry, the edge you've been hiding, the weight only you can lift. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Tell me what hit you hardest, which part lit your fire, and how you're going to step up next. Don't just watch. Claim your moment. Share it, own it. Let the world feel your energy. And hey, tribute to you. Yeah, you are watching this right now. You didn't scroll. You didn't pause. You stayed. You absorbed. You rose. That takes hunger. That takes guts. That takes the ones who refuse to be average. So keep that spark alive. Keep that fire untamed, and never let anyone steal your edge. Hey, wait up. You feel that? Yeah, that energy pulsing in your chest? Something shifting right here, right now. And nah, it's not subtle. Do you know why you clicked this video? Huh? Yeah, because you're ready to see yourself differently than anyone's ever imagined. Boom. This is the moment your spirit gets hit with something rare, something unstoppable, something that screams, you're about to wake up different. Listen closely. Yeah, I mean every word, because what you're about to hear will hit hard, shake your mind and leave you thinking, wow, that's me rising. And don't even blink. Don't even scroll away. Because missing this? Missing this is missing you. The rare you. The version that the world hasn't seen yet, but will. Wow, they will notice. So stick around. Watch till the end. Leave your mark in the comments. Share your energy, your thoughts, your wow moments. Because this isn't just a speech. It's a movement, a fire, a transformation, and you beautiful, unstoppable, rare spirit are at the center of it all. The world you trusted is a mask, and tonight it comes off. Do you feel it? That tremor in your chest? That tiny spark that refuses to die? Yeah, it's there. All those nights you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, I'll try again later, they end tonight. Oh wow, the walls that have caged you for years are cracking. They have grown heavy with silence, weighed down by every compromise, every step you took to stay small, invisible, unnoticed. But tonight, invisibility is over. It's gone. You can feel it thrumming in your bones, a pulse that demands attention, a presence that says you are about to change. For too long, the world whispered to you, stay quiet, stay soft, stay small. And you listened. Yeah, you listened until the whisper became a scream, until hesitation became a shadow stretching across your entire life. Oh wow. And now the shadow trembles, and tonight that tremor becomes a storm. The rare power is not gentle. It doesn't sneak in and whisper comfort. It strikes. It shakes you awake. It confronts every weakness you ever dared to accept as reality. Think back to every time fear stopped you, every not yet, you whispered to yourself. Those were lies. Every excuse, every delay, every half-hearted attempt, they built the walls that now scream for collapse. And collapse they will. Oh, they will crumble under the weight of what's coming. Tonight, that spark, buried deep, will ignite, and there's no turning it off. No pause, no retreat. The fire touches your spirit, and suddenly everything that was fragile becomes a weapon. Everything that was soft becomes steel. Feel the tension building, twisting inside your chest. Feel your mind sharpening like a knife that's been hidden too long. The rare power doesn't come for everyone. Most will sleep. Most will dream small, fading quietly into the routine. But you felt it. That pulse, that electricity that hums beneath your skin. Oh wow. Yeah, that's it. That is the point of no return. And it's beautiful, terrifying, perfectly brutal. It will tear apart the old version of you, the one that begged for permission to exist. And from that tearing, something rare, untouchable, unshakable is born. Do not look away. Do not soften. The world around you has been whispering lies for decades, shaping fear into your bones, convincing you that comfort is safety. Nah, comfort is a trap. Comfort is the cage. Tonight, you step out. Tonight your spirit is being hit by a force that demands attention, demands action, demands transformation. And when it strikes, there will be no mistake. You will know. This is not a promise. This is a warning. Every hesitation will feel like a lifetime. Every old fear will scream at you. Every part of your mind that clings to the past will try to stop the fire. But oh wow, that fire does not negotiate. It does not beg. It destroys what needs to fall, clears the path, and leaves you raw, sharpened, and ready. When the storm rises, it does not ask for permission, it claims. Can you feel it? That pulse, that raw vibration coursing through your veins, refusing to be ignored. Oh, yeah, it's real. The rare power is no longer a whisper at the edge of your awareness. It has roared to life. Every cell in your body remembers the lies you've tolerated, the weakness you've excused, the fear you've hidden behind. And now it is awakening, unrelenting, unapologetic, pulling every shadow from the corners of your mind and setting it ablaze. The mind that once sought comfort now burns with clarity. The spirit that once bent to hesitation now stretches, unbound, reaching for heights it has never dared. And here's the truth. This is not gentle. This is not calm. This is a revolution inside you. A rebellion against every limit imposed by the world, by circumstance, by the old version of yourself. Oh, wow. Feel it rising, every heartbeat hammering like a drum of war. And yeah, it will challenge you. The awakening demands confrontation. Every thought that clings to doubt will scream. Every lingering fear will rise like a shadow, asking, "Are you ready to burn?" And you will answer. Not with words, but with presence, with force, with a refusal to settle for the ordinary, the mediocre, the predictable. Nah, this is not for everyone. The world will try to distract you, drown you in noise, fill your vision with illusion. But the rare power, this force, does not listen to distractions. It flows through every decision, every breath, every silent choice. It sharpens the senses. It strips the mind of hesitation. It burns away excuses until only precision, only clarity, only unstoppable drive remains. Do you see it now? The awakening is not an event. It is a transformation. It is the fire that burns, where fear once lived. It is the light that does not flicker, even when the world shakes. And as it spreads through you, as it cracks the shell of your old self, the ordinary falls away, leaving only what is rare, unbreakable, undeniable. Oh, and here's the exquisite part. The moment you feel the full pulse, the full surge, you cannot ignore it. The rare power has touched your spirit, reshaped your edges, and whispered in no uncertain terms, "You are different now." And from this difference, every action you take, every choice you make, will carry weight, influence, authority, not over others, but over yourself, over your own destiny. The fiercest battles are not fought outside. They rage inside. Here it comes. Oh yeah, it's unavoidable now. The awakening has struck, and the first enemy you face is staring back at you in the mirror. That quiet, persistent voice that whispered doubt. That shadow of fear that crawled through your days, convincing you to hide, to obey, to shrink. Nah, it will not survive tonight. Because the rare power coursing through you does not tolerate compromise. It does not bend for excuses. It demands clarity. Every thought that says, "I can't," every hesitation that once held you hostage, now rises for judgment. And you face it. Not with hesitation, not with cowardice. You face it with fire, with teeth, with eyes wide open. Oh wow. Feel the adrenaline crackling, the pulse of determination ripping through old habits, old patterns, old weaknesses. This confrontation is not gentle, it is brutal. It strips everything down to raw truth. Everything that is not strong enough to survive the fire will fall away. Yeah, and it will hurt. You will feel the strain, the panic, the chaos of your own mind trying to resist change. But let it burn, let it scream, let it claw at your resolve. Because inside this struggle, inside this battle with yourself, the rare power grows. It grows with every refusal to surrender, with every moment you say, I am not afraid to rise. Do not mistake this for aggression toward others. The world is not your enemy. Your complacency, your fear, your indecision, that is the enemy. And as the fire hits, as the rare power reshapes your spirit, you become unrecognizable. Every weakness is exposed, every excuse is annihilated, and from that devastation, only precision, control, and dominance remain. Oh, it is terrifying. It is intoxicating. It is liberation like nothing you have ever known. And here is the subtle, brutal truth. Most people run from this confrontation. Most will flee from the fire and return to the shadows, believing safety lies in staying small. Nah, you are not like them. You have felt the pulse. You have answered the call. And the spirit that rises from this confrontation carries authority. Authority over yourself, over your choices, over every hesitation that dares linger. Authority that cannot be given, cannot be stolen, cannot be ignored. This is where the rare power cements itself. You do not just survive the storm, you embody it. Every fear you have faced, every shadow you have confronted, every limit you have smashed, these forge the unshakable foundation of the new you. Oh, and the world will notice. Not because you demanded it, but because the fire cannot be hidden. Change does not whisper. It shatters, rebuilds, and commands attention. Oh yeah, can you feel it? The rare power has taken hold. It flows through your veins like liquid steel, reshaping every thought, every impulse, every hesitation that once held you hostage. The fire that began as a spark now roars with clarity, and the world around you cannot ignore it. Not because you demand recognition, but because presence this strong cannot be concealed. Every step, every glance, every silence carries weight, authority, an unspoken command. I am no longer who I was. The transformation is not subtle. Subtlety is for those who hide in the shadows. You have faced your own weakness. You have stared down doubt. You have crushed hesitation beneath the weight of purpose. And now, the spirit that rises from that confrontation is untouchable. It does not bend. It does not negotiate. It does not flinch. Oh wow, it is terrifying. In its simplicity, unstoppable in its force. Look closely. Every move you make radiates a discipline that others cannot mimic. Every choice is measured, precise, intentional. The rare power does not shout. It does not beg for attention. It radiates like a pulse no one can resist, a presence no one can challenge. And the beauty is that this authority is earned, forged in confrontation, tempered in struggle, and sharpened by unyielding commitment to self-mastery. Yeah, the ordinary will try to reach you. The noise of the world will claw at your edges. But the fire is no longer fragile. Every distraction, every temptation, every shadow attempting to pull you backward is met with resistance so pure, so unrelenting, that it recoils. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstance or opinion. You are at the mercy of your own strength, and it is limitless. And here's the kicker. Transformation is not just change, it is creation. Oh, creation of the version of yourself that was always meant to exist. the one hidden beneath fear, doubt, and compromise. Every thought aligns with purpose. Every action carries intent. Every breath confirms dominance over your past, mastery over your present, and claim to the life you are building. Yes, it is intoxicating. Not in arrogance, but in awareness. Not in chaos, but in order. Not in fleeting thrill, but in enduring force. This is the rare power, the kind that cannot be handed to anyone, cannot be borrowed, cannot be faked. And as it spreads through your every fiber, you realize the truth. You are untouchable. You are unstoppable. You are unmistakably rare. Power is not taken lightly. It rises, reshapes, and refuses to be ignored. Oh, can you feel it? Every fiber of your being hums with force. Every breath carries the weight of transformation. The rare power that struck your spirit, that burned through doubt and fear, now flows freely, unchecked, undeniable. You are no longer bound by hesitation. You are no longer shaped by compromise. You are sculpted by precision, resilience, and unyielding will. Yeah, it is intoxicating, not because it is flashy or loud, but because it is real, raw, irrefutable. The world may glance at you and think it sees just a person. Nah, it sees a storm contained within a body, a force that commands reality with calm intensity. Every choice you make reverberates. Every step shifts the ground beneath the ordinary. And the beauty is simple. This is not about showing off. This is about existence on your terms, mastery over self, and the unstoppable surge of rare power that cannot be borrowed, cannot be taught, cannot be stolen. And oh, wow, the clarity is shocking. You see the patterns others miss, the gaps others ignore, the opportunities hidden in plain sight. This is the reward of awakening. The rare spirit cannot stumble. It cannot be shaken. It does not fear resistance because it is forged in confrontation, refined in transformation, and ignited by the fire that refuses to be tamed. Every old limit is shattered. Every hesitation evaporates. What remains is authority, precision, and relentless momentum. Feel it coursing through you. The world will notice. It may whisper, it may stare, it may try to measure you against its standards, but the rare power is untouchable. It carries no arrogance, no cruelty. It carries purpose, focus, and unstoppable energy. Oh, core, and that realization is liberating. You are not here to seek permission. You are not here to bargain. You are here to exist as a force the world cannot ignore. Yes. And the final truth lands like a blow. Awakening is not an event, it is a permanent state. You will wake up tomorrow, and the pulse of rare power will still hum through your veins. You will act with intention, speak with authority, move with precision. And the spirit that has been struck, forged, and released will carry every decision, every action, every thought into a realm others cannot touch, cannot resist, cannot understand. So now ask yourself, when everything has changed, when hesitation is gone and the fire within refuses to sleep, what will you do with a force like this? Will you settle, or will you rise fully, unshakable and untouchable? The rare power has struck. Tonight it is yours. Whoa. Wait. Don't scroll away. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the one who felt that spark, that fire, that rare power coursing through your chest tonight. Oh wow, can you feel it still? Huh? That energy, that transformation, it's not over. Nah, it's just beginning. Look, I see you. Yeah, you, sitting there, rising, refusing to settle, refusing to be small. This video, this message, it's yours. Your spirit has been hit, awakened, sharpened, and now, oh now it's unstoppable. You are not the same as when you started, and the world will notice. Every step you take, every decision, every moment from here carries the weight of that rare power. Boom. And hey, don't forget, drop a comment below. Yeah, let me see your thoughts, your wow moments, your fire. Share your energy, share your experience, because this isn't just about watching, it's about feeling, becoming, rising together. Oh, and if you truly felt it, if your spirit is burning right now, hit that like, smash that subscribe, and join the movement. Yeah, let's make sure this fire spreads, because rare power, rare spirits deserve to be celebrated. So remember this. Yeah. Write it in your mind, your soul, your heartbeat. Tonight, you woke up different. Tonight, the spark became a flame. Tonight, your spirit got hit, and nothing will ever stop it. Stay fierce, stay awake, stay untouchable, because this is your time.